Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you again. Today, I would like to chat with you about alignment, specifically spiritual alignment. You probably knew that already. Hi, I'm Dee, and welcome back to, or welcome to, if this is your first time here, another episode of Dee's Mindful Monday Musings. So let's talk about alignment. I looked it up on Google to see what their definition of spiritual alignment is, and it's pretty on point. It says it's the state of matching your beliefs, actions, and words with your soul's higher purpose. And it's really about being in flow. It's about allowing the information to come in and taking the actions that are shown to you to get everything in place so that you can achieve your highest purpose here on earth. It leads to so much fulfillment, so much happiness, so much abundance in all areas. Sometimes when we think about abundance, and I could probably do an episode just on abundance, right? But when we think about abundance, sometimes we think mainly about financial abundance or money abundance, because that's where a lot of us are um, experiencing a feeling of lack. And we know we have to have that money to pay our bills, to fix our cars, to do all of the things that we would like to do, the things that we have to do. Um, so it does create a sense of urgency in us sometimes. And that feeling is actually out of alignment because we don't have to live in lack. We can live in this beautiful place of feeling abundant all the time, whether or not we're seeing it in our physical reality. And this is one of the most difficult things to understand and accept and be able to embrace because it's not real, right? It's not the tangible thing that we can touch, hold, use right now and all of the things. So it is a very challenging concept to embrace, especially when you're first introduced to it. And I know this from personal experience because when I first started hearing about the law of attraction and being in alignment and using your imagination and your energy to create your reality and all of that stuff, I thought it was batshit crazy. I thought there is no way that works. It's a complete fairy tale, and there's just no way. And I was not in alignment then. And that is why it was so difficult for me to understand and accept. But being in alignment is something that takes um, mindfulness, it takes attention, it takes constant little shifts in our energy and the way we say things and the way we allow ourselves to experience things. And when we put in the work to shift the things like that, the words we say, and it really is important. But when we take, I'm going to get off on a tangent in that direction because it's so amazing and it's so important. But if we do the work, and we practice this, even though it's uncomfortable and weird and it sounds so crazy and hokey and all of those things, then pretty soon we start to see how easily and readily things just start flowing in for us. And then we can have these little freak out moments like, oh, that's just too much. That's just, I'm not used to that. So, and then we kind of put the kibosh on it energetically because we're so used to it looking one way. And when it starts to look like something different, it can freak us out and send us into overwhelm because we have a hard time believing that we're doing it and it's really that easy. And one of the other things, and I could go super deep into this topic, but I'm not going to take time to do that today. I like to keep these little Mindful Monday musings on the shorter side. But one of the things I would like to also point out, because it's really, really important, is that when you're in alignment with your highest self, with your highest, you're vibrating at the highest frequency that you've ever vibrated at before, things are going to start falling away from you. You may notice the job that you're in doesn't align with you anymore. You may notice the places you're going don't align with you anymore. You may notice the friends that you've hung out with for a lot of years sometimes are falling away, and you don't understand, and you want to hold on to those things because they've been there and they're familiar to you. And the thing is, they're not necessarily bad things. There's not really bad things, but they're not your things. And that's the key, is that the vibration is here and that's not growing with you. And here you are, and you're growing, growing, growing every day. Every little shift you make is taking you higher and higher in your vibration. And the things that don't resonate with you anymore are down here, and they're not changing. And that's what causes them to fall away, so that you can continue your growth. And sometimes you can experience grief around that, because anytime you're losing something, it feels painful. It's hurtful, especially people, right? Because you care about them. You've invested time and energy into the relationships you've had with them or have with them. And sometimes those things just kind of slip away quietly, and sometimes they don't slip away quietly. Sometimes you have these intense moments of sadness and resistance that you have to work through. So if you have experienced something like that, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I guarantee you will as you continue your journey, but don't let that be off-putting to you. And if you are in the middle of something like this, I encourage you to give yourself so much grace, so much grace. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to be disappointed, to be sad about it, because it's okay. We're human, right? We get to feel our feelings. It's a very, very important part of the process, that we don't push those feelings down, that we allow them to come through and just allow them just to be processed. The important thing is not to live in that space, to allow ourselves to go through it, but then see the higher end of things, and continue to work towards vibrating in that higher and higher vibration, so that more and more things come into alignment for us. And we'll start noticing things, that the people that we've asked for will start coming into our lives just in the most mysterious and amazing ways. It's like you can't out creative spirit. That's something I've always said. And it's amazing the ways that things can happen. And you think, that's crazy. That's something that I would watch in a movie, or some guru would tell a story about, or something like that. It's not something that happens to me. But it is something that happens to me. It's something that happens to you, because we are all capable of bringing these amazing, incredible moments and people and abundance and jobs and opportunities and experiences. We're all capable of bringing those into our lives if we just allow ourselves to be in alignment. If we just allow those things to come in, and we use mindfulness and micro shifts in each moment and change. Sometimes you're saying something and you'll catch yourself saying it, and you'll be like, wait, that's the old way of saying it. Let me do it this new way, because I know it's higher vibration and it's going to bring more abundance in. It's going to bring more things in for me to be grateful for, and to have fun with, and explore, and be fulfilled by. So I really encourage you to take a look at your life right now and see what parts of it are in alignment. And if there's some parts that you don't feel are so much in alignment, what can you do to shift those things? Just take a look at it and allow yourself to see the possibilities and what it would look like if you allowed that thing to fall away, or if you allowed yourself to see that you could do this other thing. So you're going to start putting your energy towards that now. And you will be absolutely amazed, and just, it's like being a little kid and all of these magical things are happening, and you're just in wonderment of it all. It's absolutely incredible. So I invite you just to explore this concept in your life. If you have had experiences in this area that you would like to share, I so invite you to drop comments in the comments section here. Let's all learn and grow from each other. If you have a question about it, I invite you to drop your question in the comments or send me an email. My information is always in the description box below the video. And let's talk about it. Let's share. I invite you to become a member of the Spiritually Speaking Facebook group. The link is always in the comments below this or in the description box below the video. And let's interact. Let's talk about things and explore and see how we can learn and grow together, because we never reach a place in this journey where we know it all, where we can do it all and be it all at the same time. We're always learning and growing. And that's how we learn and grow, is to share these experiences, ask questions, gain new perspectives, and share. Share the love and share the experiences. And that's gonna really help us grow exponentially. So I invite you to like, share, and subscribe. That's what helps get this information out to more and more people. If you do know someone who you feel would benefit from this information, I invite you to just drop them the link of this video or any of the videos that I've made on my YouTube channel if you feel like they would be helpful to them, and invite them to come join in this movement that we're making to spread this information and spread this love and teach each other and help each other grow, because it's a beautiful life. And the more and more we connect with each other and share this amazing energy, just the more and more it expands. And how beautiful is that? So I thank you so much. Don't forget, I do have all my services for 50% off during the month of December. So if you would like to have a personal reading with me, then please, by all means, jump on my website and book you can book a call with me if you'd like to chat about it first, or you can just go ahead and book a reading or become a person that's in my mentorship program. I would love to guide you on your journey and answer all your questions and help you see the possibilities that maybe you haven't allowed yourself to see before. So that's all 50% off for the month of December. And I think that's all I have for you today. So thank you so much for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you so very much, and I will see you on the next one.